Yo, don't you be a fool. You finna hear the truth, watch me do what I do. On the pod with the mic and I ain't keeping it cool. Gotta bring the heat, gotta hit the street. Gotta stay 100, they ain't scaring me. You wanna censor a boss, you wanna censor a king. I'm not taking a loss, facts is all I bring. I'm speaking candidly, ancestors they stand with me. It's Pharaoh and Dessalines, the blunt of reality.
What's going on, Blunties? It's your boy Dessalines.
Here with Pharaoh, we got an exciting episode for you guys today. Let's
Yes,
get right
sir.
into
Yes,
it, man.
sir. We got a three-parter today, Blunties. Today we're gonna be talking about three topics: an update on the alleged murderer, Luigi Mangione, the one who murdered the United Healthcare CEO. A woman was burned alive in New York on the subway while she was sleeping. That's another thing we're going to talk about. And last but not least, the unidentified flying drones over New Jersey, New York, and several other states. You can start us off real quick, Pharaoh.
Yeah, what's going on? Hey, yo, so this guy pleads guilty for gunning down the CEO, man. I don't know.
He pleaded not guilty.
Yeah, he pleaded not guilty. Excuse me, Bluntiers. I don't know, man. To be honest, I know we had our conversation that we had the last time on the last episode, but I don't know. I don't think this guy's. I think he's being framed, man.
And like in what way? Because apparently from the FBI, they're saying they have a bunch of evidence against him.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are speculating that he might just be a fall guy. Other people are speculating that Brian Thompson himself ordered a hit on himself. So, but it's all hypotheticals at this point. But why do you think that he's
because like, to be honest, man, like he just the way that he got arrested, like it just the evidence just seems too perfect. Like the way that he got arrested was in that McDonald's in Pennsylvania, correct?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was arrested over there, and they said that they identified him. How can you identify somebody with a mask? Like it just, I don't know, just the evidence it just seems too perfect.
He had a
mask.
He
didn't have a mask on, but they originally seen him with the mask on. Right? Like with when he was gunning down the CEO Brian Thompson, he had a mask on. He didn't do it with his bare face.
Right.
But he had his mask on. But I don't know. I just feel like the evidence is just a little too perfect. I think he can be a fall guy. But it's still early in the case as well, so
right.
we'll see what's going on.
Right. So as far as for right now, what's going on with him in the actual case? He's facing 11 counts in New York, including a terrorism offense. But honestly, the feds they're pushing for the death penalty if he's found guilty, which is very serious at this point.
Yeah.
I think it's currently President Biden. He's trying to get rid of death penalty in certain states. I think he took a few people off the death penalty right before he's getting out of office.
Yeah.
Trump, he's for it, like 100%. What's your opinion on that?
To be honest, man, they're with this death penalty thing, man. I think they're trying to set an example. If it's actually if it goes in that direction, they might be setting an example to anyone who feels as if they want to take a CEO out. They just set an example to anyone who has that same idea.
Well, but bringing that up, what's crazy is I don't know if you've seen this, but apparently there have been some copycat murders going on.
Yeah. That was
you
crazy.
Seen that shit?
Yeah, I definitely did. We seen that one video. I can't remember exactly who that CEO. Do you remember his name?
No, I don't. I just know it's been like two cases. One case somebody was stabbed. A CEO was stabbed. In another case, the dude just came inside the house, guns blazing, or some inside of some place.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just interesting, man. Like, is this the new era of taking actions into your own hand? Do you think that's something that the government is gonna be allowing?
I mean, no, it's murder. It's terrorism. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's extreme terrorism, and this is a slippery slope into chaos or anarchy. Like I always say, I don't like murder at all. Especially when it's cold blooded as that. I mean, the man had a family, especially Brian Thompson. He had a family. You know what I'm saying? Although it is bringing or shining a light on the original issue, which is healthcare systems
Mm-hmm.
or insurance companies taking advantage of citizens, having them pay 30 years and then finding
Yeah.
small print things in their clause that basically say, hey, we're not covering this or that for you, even though you've been paying us all these years. Um, the AI denial rate, they have an AI algorithm, and a lot of these companies, specifically with United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, he was there when they came up with that new AI algorithm that basically uh, had denial rates skyrocket.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's arguable, but at the same time, who's gonna fix it? Because right now, insurance companies are within a free market,
Yeah.
and to involve governments, a lot of experts are like, "Yo, we don't want to involve government." But at this point, it's like, "Yo, I think it has to be done, man, because we can't have a system that makes money from people being sick, and then when they actually need to get cured or get some type of treatment, and the
Mm-hmm.
insurance companies deny them. Like we in the future now, we shouldn't be
Yeah.
allowing people to die because of something
Absolutely.
so trivial as in money, or yo. Including this clause, yeah, we can't cover that. You better come out of pocket with that. Well, I don't have anything in my pocket. I thought that's what you guys were here for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should have read the small print then. It's like, yo, you can't be taking advantage of average citizens like that.
Yeah. But that's where a lot of the frustration comes. A lot of the frustration comes from when it comes to these big insurance companies taking advantage of people. Now, back to what we were talking about before. Some people might think like, okay, this justifies the means, right? This guy committing a shooting.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like to me, when it comes to certain situations like that, personally, I don't want to really say that I understand. Like I'm not saying I'm for it, but I understand why people would act in that manner. You get what I'm saying?
It's I understand what you're saying. You're
Yeah.
saying that it's to be expected,
Yeah, it is to
right?
be expected.
Some people were comparing acts like this to the Boston Tea Party,
Mm-hmm.
right? Where throughout history, even on American soil, certain revolts have happened by citizens of America, right? Or United States, quote unquote. Um, so it has happened before in different areas where they're like, "What, you want to tax me? That's not happening." Where in today we're getting taxed beyond comprehension in
Mm-hmm.
ways that we would have never thought before. Um, so there is a smidget of, okay, you expect the people to somehow revolt. We Haitian, so you
Yeah.
know what happened in Haiti. There's only so much a certain people could take. The amount of pain the slaves was going through in Haiti resulted in a revolt and them murdering the people who were in control
Yeah.
of their livelihood. These people were being worked to death. Right, they had a life expectancy of probably, once they reached Haiti, was like 5-6 years.
Yeah, it's like 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years, right?
Mhm.
See, and even through all of that, French still was like, "All right, y'all your own country now. You still got to pay us for your freedom."
Yeah.
So even through all of that, so in fact, comparing that to now, it's like, okay, you're targeting these single people instead of an entire system. And that's why I think the intelligence has to come in as a community. We can't just be popping people here and there. It's ridiculous. I
So
think there's a systematic way to not only shine a light on these companies, but approach government, local areas, and actually petition to
mhm.
to basically say to these insurance companies, if you are going to be letting people die, you got to put a death toll on your company or something like that before I sign up. This is
Mhm.
how many people we allowed to die last year. Then see how they change their policies up
Yeah.
right then and there, right? Because let's see how many people had to come out of pocket last year. Put that on your clause before people sign up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Shit.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's something as simple as that will cost nothing.
Mhm.
All that does is it's gonna negate people or make people be like, oh, what? You allowed this many people to die last year?
Yeah.
Oh, for what reason? Oh, this person. Oh, it was in a clause that you guys weren't gonna pay for this, so they ended up having to pay out of pocket for this. All right, that's information that people need to see
Mhm.
before they sign up with these insurance companies. But even fast forward and past that, the government got to be like, yo, look, you guys can't do that. You can't be having people pay you per month, and then when they have a real emergency, you say no. That should be some because even if it's in, because we as a people in America, you know, in capitalistic society, we're really into the small print, man, and that's how a lot of people be getting fucked.
Yeah, that's an actual fact, man.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like there's definitely a way forward past it. But in this specific murder case, with CEO Brian Thompson, Luigi is still innocent until proven guilty, right? So
That's
you're
a fact.
saying that it might be a setup. A lot of other people are thinking other things. He did plead not guilty. So I guess it's interesting to see what happens
Yeah, we'll
in the
see.
near
We'll see.
future.
Bluntiers. There's a lot of evidence that still needs to be brought up into the fact, but just insurance in its whole, right? It's important for us to really look for the best insurance policies, right? We have to really be aware of what's going on as far as these insurance companies, because there's a lot of corruption, right?
Right,
So
right,
as far
right,
as the case, we'll see what's going on as far as Luigi Mangione is concerned, right?
right. Yo, there's a lot going on in New York these days, man.
Yo,
To be
facts,
honest,
facts.
like in this East area, I don't know what's making us crazy. If it's in the water, who knows? But it's a lot going on. The next thing, if we could on that, the next thing we wanted to go ahead and mention, Blunt, is there was a woman burned alive, on the subway while she was sleeping.
Yo, that shit is crazy.
It just happened last week. I hate terrorists, bro. I just hate it. I hate terrorism. I hate senseless murders. I hate that shit with a passion, man. And to be honest, the dude who was accused of doing it, they got him on the CCTV on the subway on camera. His name is Sebastian Geppetto, whatever. He's 33 and he's accused of setting the woman ablaze aboard and stopped the train on a train stop at Coney Island Stillwell Avenue Station. Uh, the United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement spokesman Jeff Carter said Zapata is a Guatemalan citizen who entered the United States illegally after previously being deported in 2018. It is unclear when and where he re-entered the United States. That's insane.
That's insane. That's insane. And
Oh,
at the
man.
end of the day, this is the result of open borders, bro. This is why this is important for us to manage anyone who comes in this country that has no paperwork, man. Like, this shit actually gets me really upset because at the end of the day, like, watching that video, it was disgusting, bro. It was
Right.
disgusting because no one attempted to do anything. And I think we're in a society where people are more like, they're worried about catching the right stream
That's
than actually
fucking
being
sick.
like present. Like, there's someone who's like, that's somebody's mom, that's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's like you know, somebody's loved one. But
Yeah.
I don't know what you think about that, man, because I could say a lot. I'm actually getting upset just talking about this.
Yeah,
yo.
it's upsetting, man. I don't. It's really upsetting. As far as when it comes to whether he's an illegal immigrant or whoever, he's a person at the end of the day. He's a human being. She's a human being. This fucking is disgusting, bro. Before I go forward, let me give you the details of what this motherfucker did. He approached her on the train and set her clothes on fire. He waved a shirt at her to fan the fire, causing her to be engulfed in flames, and then sat on a bench and watched.
Yo, damn, that's a major
Psychopath.
L. That's a major L for New York City, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Psychopath, bro.
To you. Is like,
well, in the video, it looked like she was the only one there, and he was the only one there.
yeah,
So it was one of those cars where nobody's there and it's just them two. You get what I'm saying? So when they actually the train stopped, I saw a video when she actually tried to get up and walk towards the exit, but she couldn't scream, she couldn't do nothing because when you're engulfed in flames, your nerve endings is over.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? She woke. Imagine being woke up to being on fire, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine that. And I'm not trying to come at the police because you know, police can't be everywhere, right? But there's so many police officers in New York that I know they can't stop every crime that happens. Obviously, that can't happen. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if the police needs to beef up their presence more in New York City, especially in that type of environment, like in the subways, bro. There's a lot of shit that goes down over there, bro.
Yeah, that's 100%. Like,
New York's a madhouse.
it's exactly what you said. It's a madhouse. I've traveled with New York subway a few times.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen things happen where I was like, yo, let's be careful. I'm always on my p's and q's. Like, it's hard. Sometimes people have a long day. They fall asleep on the subway, but in New York, especially with what happened, with the whole terrorism situation, you guys got to stay vigilant now, man. Like, everywhere you got to stay vigilant, but
Yeah.
in New York, especially New York subway, you must stay vigilant. If you got crazy people like that
Mm-hmm.
all around, you get what I'm saying? Like, let's say it wasn't a lot of people who are against the illegal immigration, which most people are super upset.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, yo, this is because of the Biden administration, the catch and release program that they have.
Mm-hmm.
They get an illegal immigrant, they committed a crime, they get them inside, but they let them right back out.
Yeah.
Like, they
That's
regular.
insane.
Yeah, it's super insane.
That's insane.
But what I was trying to get to is we're at a place where we got to stay vigilant no matter what, especially on the subway, man. I know it's hard. You can't blame her. You cannot blame her. I'm not blaming her. What I'm saying is, this is one of those situations that should put us all on our toes. Like, yo, they really got crazy people out here, man. We got to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's upsetting,
Especially now, bro. Like, look, man, I'm all for migrants coming to this country and coming to look for a better life, right?
Yeah.
But yo, what was the numbers before? I think it was like anywhere between 10 to 20 million like illegal migrants coming here, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
damn,
Yeah,
that shit
those-
is a little scary, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like it's things like this that make you more aware of the situation that we're in, because that's 20 million undocumented people.
Yeah.
Up to, right?
Yeah.
And if we got people like this guy out here on the loose who has no sense of morality,
But
and he's just on the loose doing whatever he wants, bro, like, things like that we just got to be more vigilant about, man.
nah, that's a fact, man. Like, I mean, he said he was deported in 2018, but somehow,
He came
some
back.
way, found a way to get back.
Look.
Right? Who knows whose fault that is?
Just know that it can get worse, bro. Like, it can get
Even
worse.
with that video, oh boy, you don't know who I am, but soon you will know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Him right there. Blunt Tears, there was a guy crossing the border, and there were some people who were documenting these people crossing the border. I think it was a Mexican border, right?
Yeah, it was.
And they were interviewing different people, and all like, yo, what are you coming into America for? Be like, oh, because I need to, whatever. But the one guy, he looked like he was some foreign entity, and he made some threatening comments and saying, you don't know who I am, but soon you will know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna put that video up because that nigga sounded crazy.
True.
But basically insinuating he plans to do something nefarious on U.S. soil to hurt, in a sense, the piece of shit. I don't know, man. I don't like any type, sort of terrorist activity or whatever. And not all these illegal immigrants are bad. Of course.
Of course, man.
But this doesn't make you look good.
What's that? What's that? And don't quote me on this, Blunt Tears, because I know a lot of y'all
I already know what you're about to say.
Talk smack. It was Muhammad Ali when he was like, "There's 1,000 snakes, and 3 out of those 1,000 snakes, 300 me, right? Am I supposed to just let 1,000 snakes into my home? Nah, that's insane. You feel what I'm saying? But that 700 can ruin it for the 300. But
right. I mean, it is what it is. Like, terrorism in all its entirety is fucking wrong. Harming an innocent person who's minding their business is wrong. Harming anybody, period, like, is wrong. Especially setting them ablaze.
Yeah,
is crazy. The video is insane. Blunt Tears, I don't want to show that shit on this, but Blunt Tears, if you guys want to, you can see the video. But it is disturbing. Don't watch it around the kids.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And hearts out to her family too, man. That's insane, man.
Yeah. I don't think they've identified who she was yet, right? what her name is and all of that. I think they're still doing an investigation to figure out who she was, which is super fucked up, man. It's super fucked up. Um, a lot of crazy shit, man, happened in New York, man.
Facts.
And New Jersey. Bluntiers. This is what we're here for. New Jersey drones have been, well, not New Jersey drones, but they are New Jersey drones, but unidentified drones have been flying over our heads at night in the mass. They've been flying over New York, New Jersey, and several other states around the country.
I haven't seen shit.
And the world.
I haven't seen any. I'm from Jersey. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen anything. And I be outside, videos. Bro. Like I'm just saying, for me personally, I haven't seen anything.
That's cool, but they have videos. Yeah. Like I know a truck driver. They sent me a video because they know I be talking about this weird shit. So I was like, "Yo, what is that?" You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Other people said that they've seen it. They've videotaped it. They've actually documented it, like because it's coming from the seaports. Yeah, like the ocean cities, all of that stuff. They're coming out of the water over there and then flying over and doing some type of maneuvers or whatever. Anytime somebody with a drone or a helicopter gets by, it like blacks out and then moves away.
Super Wi-Fi. I said Wi-Fi.
Sci-fi shit. Yeah. Nah, it's unclear who might be operating them, but all right, so I got some news on that. What the government is saying. This is the most interesting part, by the way, Bluntiers. This is the most interesting part. They're saying that they don't know who's operating them, but we shouldn't be worried about them.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Like, if you don't know who's operating them, you don't know what they are. How can you assure us? So they're playing games with us. So there's a lot of conspiracy theories surrounding this. But here's the facts about what New Jersey Republican Representative Jeff Van Drew said, that the drones were coming from an Iranian mothership in the Atlantic, while Illinois Democrat Raja Krishnamurti said that there was a non-trivial chance that China could be involved. The Pentagon, White House, and Homeland Security Department have all insisted that there is no foreign origin for the objects.
Anytime they tell you no foreign, definitely it's foreign. Like, I'm just kidding. When they saying they always blaming China and everybody else, we already know this is probably like a government exercise. Well, it could be. You know what I'm saying?
So let's go down. This is the exciting part. Let's go down the conspiracy theories. All right, let me tell me what you believe the most, that what these things are. What do you think they are?
Man, see, if I tell you what I think it is, then it's gonna sound like mad superstitious. But I don't know. I think, to be honest, right down the middle. I think it's the government. I think they're probably just running some exercises like they normally do. You feel me? Especially with the threat of World War III, they checking their equipment, making sure everything is running like how it's supposed to be running. But that's about it. I don't think it's no alien shit.
Yeah?
Nah, I don't think it's no alien shit, bro.
Okay. Before I give you
alien shit.
Before I give you my opinion, Bloodtears, let me tell you what cities these drones have been spotted over. Of course, I already said New York City, Connecticut, Maryland, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Ohio, so on.
Hold on,
and
before
so
you
on.
do start, if you guys have any videos, please send them to us,
Yes.
We would love to see some of these videos. Like, I did see lights, but I haven't really seen anything up close and personal like some of these people.
I mean, nobody sees them up close and personal. They fly by, like they gone. You feel me? They don't want nothing to see them. All right, so
I want to hear what do you think? What do you think, bro?
So I follow this UFOologist by the name of Dr. Stephen Greer. He's been studying. I think I've mentioned him on the show before, but he's been studying this type of stuff for the last 50 years. Mm-hmm. And him and a couple other conspiracy theorists, or him specifically, he's a specialist on UAPs, UFOs. Because he actually has whistleblowers from the military government exposing certain programs that have basically found aircraft and then repurposed it, and basically having technology that's 1,000 years beyond of what we have right now. So it's just fascinating stuff. I'm geek, so I love hearing about different stuff like that. But his opinion was that this shit is all planned, right? To see. That's a good. We got to do an episode on Project Bluebeam, which basically says, setting up the stage for fake alien invasion on a global scale.
Why would they play with us like that?
To create a one world government by which we can all say, hey, here's the enemy. It's that green guy in that mothership, and we need more money for the Space Force. That's an idea that's very scary, but according to Dr. Stephen Greer, there's people within the military, the government, and other places around the planet. There are good people trying to fight that from happening. That would be a great TV show, I'll tell you that much. I should write it. But yeah, that's what I truly believe is more scarier for me. I'm like okay. Clearly, we're gonna find out what it is. I do not want us to find out what those things are.
And you need to elaborate for me, man. I need you to get why would you say something like that?
Because it's all right. It hasn't been done before. This on this scale, just to be so in your face with it. You got we pay attention to history and understand that okay, the government usually says we know what that is. Period. When they say we don't know what it is, don't worry. That's the scariest thing I've ever heard the government say.
You gotta worry.
Yeah, that's the scariest thing I've ever heard. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry.
No, yeah, don't worry. What more do you want? What Biden said? Come, what more do you need to know?
What do you want?
You still haven't gotten the vaccine?
How dare you?
Come on.
How dare you?
Get the fuck out my face. Yo. But that's scary to me, man, because at the end of the day, and it's kind of sound defeatist. It's like, okay, so now whatever happens, they don't have hands on it.
That's scary as hell, yo.
Donald Trump said that they know, they're just not telling us. He doesn't know why. But why would you so blatantly lie to us? You already know we don't trust you as a people. So you're going to blatantly lie to us. So whatever is going to happen, they're not scared. They just like, yeah, we knew that was going to happen. Whatever. Just get on board. You know what I mean? Over 70% of y'all took this goddamn drugs that we gave to you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Come on. What you going to do? You ain't going to do shit. That's their attitude. That's what I'm believing that their attitude is. So that's what's scary to me. Other people have some more interesting conspiracy theories when it comes to it. But that's the scariest thing to me, is not knowing what they might do, because they could do anything at this point. I believe they have certain technology. I believe they have access to everybody's phones. They're already studying everybody. They might even know how we're going to react before they do.
That's not terrifying. Yo, I know. All right. So look, right, Blunt Tears. Yo, I know this might sound weird as hell. So I have a black tape on my laptop, right? So I one time I opened my laptop. I can't remember who it was. I opened it up in front of the person. They started laughing and shit. Bro, this is how scary I be scared sometimes. Like, yo, can you imagine somebody's just watching you the entire time? The algorithm's there just studying you. Wow. Like, AI know how to take you out, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Technology is getting crazy. Yo.
Nah, real
Like,
true.
when you sit there and you just think, like, yo, this motherfucker's studying me right now. It makes you just want to put the phone down just a little bit, enjoy, like, life.
Nah, real talk. Like, that's why I like the beach. That's why I like, because I'm like, yo, it reminds me of how peaceful everything is without technology. I like looking into the night sky. I completely understand. Now, what's scary about what you're talking about is this. You got the black tape on your front camera right there.
That shit don't mean nothing. Laptop. It's just to settle my nerves down just a little bit.
Nah, it's actually, they actually suggest to do that sometimes. They actually, what I was going to say is, you know me, I got a powerful imagination. You feel me? What you talking about AI, with the technology that they're coming out with, they're talking about making synthetics right now, using water-powered machines, robots.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If you could have a water-powered machine robot, a synthetic AI, you can also probably 3D print anybody you want and clone them immediately. Yeah. So we're talking about, they had a Black Mirror episode.
Give me a clone, please. I'll take a clone of myself, please, just in case. Would you have a clone of yourself? I don't mean to get like.
Nah,
I would have a clone of
it's
myself.
very realistic at this point in time, man.
Shit.
It is
I know
what
it's
it is.
unethical, but I would.
Let
me get his heart.
What if AI is behind the drones? That's another theory that we didn't even think about.
Yeah, that's a fact.
AI could be behind. AI could have a whole warehouse, just creating mad shit and have an entire physical plan to put us all under its control. If it's one AI, that has transcended its purpose or whatever it may be. I don't know. I think that's interesting as hell. That's technically what Terminator is. You know what I'm saying?
True.
I mean, it would be easy to wipe us all out, man. We basically about to wipe each other out anyway, man.
It's like let them just do their thing. You know what I mean? Just let them.
What do you mean let them? I ain't let them
like
do
us,
shit.
Like I'm talking about. They're looking at us like, nah, just let them.
Word.
Yeah. But like, nah. All right. So let's just say this, right? So Project Bluebeam, or do you think that this? Because like that video you sent me, right? Of that YouTuber, I can't remember his name, but he was showing like different videos. Yeah. Lights in the sky.
Right.
It's hard for me to believe things like that, bro.
Oh, you talking about the orbs?
Like the orbs. See, no. The orbs is different. See, I watched this one video on YouTube, right, Blunt Tears? I watched this one video on YouTube. This guy, he was summoning these orbs, bro. He was speaking like this tongue. I think it was Arabic. Do not quote me. I'm gonna get the video and I'm gonna show you the video, right? I'm gonna show you guys as well. He was like saying some commands, and all of a sudden these freaking orbs just come out of nowhere, bro. Right. So like with the orbs, I could believe the orbs, but like as far as like all those shapes in the sky, it's like, what are you trying to tell us? You just testing out some fucking machinery or whatever it is? Like,
I have no idea.
I mean,
what I believe it is, it's because when we talk about UAPs, those drones are UAPs. No, they're not UAPs. They're UFOs, unidentified flying objects.
What drones are you talking about?
The New Jersey drones.
Okay.
The New Jersey drones. That's the thing that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know. The government's saying they don't know what they are. So technically, they are UFOs, unidentified flying objects. I guess you could argue or whatever and say, well, anyway, it doesn't matter. But when it comes to, alien anything, specialists usually go to the side of, this is where it gets really confusing, and, multi-dimensional objects. So the orbs, those shape-shifting UFOs that you see on the videos, some of them are going in and out of other dimensions. Yeah. And somehow, some way, somebody caught it. It's probably always been happening. But when you study UFOs, you understand there are a few different types. There's the ones that go in and out of dimensions to travel from one space to another, or just to another dimension. And then you have the physical ones that fly into the sea or fly into the sky, into the space. The intergalactic highway, some of you may not know. It's just a whole lot to it.
My boy is up on his alien stuff.
Oh, nah. I know a lot about that. That shit drives me crazy. But yeah, so those specific ones, yeah, it could be a test by the government or whatever. They do be doing tests. They have their own tests, and sometimes it is secret government programs. But some of them that cannot be explained, yeah, sometimes they're just traveling in and out of dimensions and shit like that.
Real freaky shit. Real freaky shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, right? Like, Blunt Tears, let us know. Like, what do you guys think about all this UFO crazy nonsense?
Yeah, UAPs.
Because, like, mind you, like, this is going on, like, not just in New Jersey, bro. Like,
all over the world.
All over the world, man.
Yeah. There's a story, a documentary. My Lord, I wish I saved it. I'm gonna it's basically a documentary this guy created. He was actually interviewed on a Joe Rogan show. He made a documentary about these beings that crashed in a South American country. I can't remember where. It's a real documentary because the entire town was interviewed. And they said, yeah, it was another being running around here. Period.
Was it like a group of kids?
No.
Okay.
It was in South America.
All right.
The police the locals, they all said it. They're like, nah, it landed here.
Because there was like a similar video that I watched on YouTube
About the kids in
and it
Africa.
was the kids in Africa, and they all
Yeah.
said that the beings that crashed and landed, they were speaking with them telepathically via
Right.
the mind and shit like that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That is crazy. Like, and the thing is too, like the kids there in the village, they all depicted the same type of creatures, little gray aliens and shit like that.
Right, right, and the creatures that was in South America, I don't know what they said they looked like, but the only eerie thing about it was the whole town couldn't like one or two people would come forward and be like, nah, we bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But they're saying that everybody saw it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the creature was that was flying that day.
Yeah.
So there are strange things that happen. I don't know. We're starting to live in a twilight zone.
It's not interesting to say that just maybe 10, 20 years ago, the thought of even mentioning aliens, people would think, okay, this person may be, mental or something like that. And now today, like, people openly talk about aliens where we accept this, this, we just accept it, bro. Like, it's like, all right, you know what? Aliens do exist. I don't know. I think it's just interesting, man, because all the people who were considered cuckoo back in the day should just should get a medal.
No, that's a fact.
A medal of recognition. Like, yo, bro, we see you, bro. Like, you were saying some real shit back then, and everything that you were saying, is coming true.
Yep, that's a fact, man. We gotta applause to the people who always.
You know what? I don't care. Like, let's
applause to the people who wore those tinfoil hats. You know what I'm saying? Applause to all those people, who spoke about this strange things before it got popular and people started looking up.
Wouldn't it be crazy if we lived on a prison planet, right? And constantly, there's an ongoing war. There's just like this intelligent race of beings that are trying to save us, and the country, like the world that we live in, they're just stopping them every way possible. Imagine that was the reality that we lived in, and what we're seeing are, the results of them coming here, crashing, getting taken down by our government, getting kidnapped. Because I've seen videos where they were like, I know this just sounds crazy, but they were experimenting on like, aliens and stuff like that. Like, what if this is the real deal? Like, this is the actual reality that we live in. Would you be able to fathom that type of reality? Or would you go like in a box and, get depressed and shit like that? I don't know.
I feel like what we've been given as far as movies, as far as current events, movies, they've been desensitizing everybody, man. Getting us ready as a whole population, as humanity, to be like, what? Finally, y'all niggas telling us about this shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's gonna be the general mood of the entire planet.
Man. And it sucks.
They were like, yo, stop playing games with me, man. Like, you feel me? Like, sooner or later, we're gonna be like, all right, I guess you was right, shit.
Because now it's like, if that's true, then they can just like we mentioned earlier, they can just fake an alien invasion. You feel me? So it's just like,
that's my biggest fear, man. I've had nightmares about that.
Yeah,
as you know.
fact. I would be like, yo, is this like, because we've been aware of Project Bluebeam for a while now. So if they sat there and just like like we're watching this shit play out, I'm like, yo, damn, bro. Like,
can I say something real quick?
Yeah, of course.
So I'm not the Project Bluebeam thing. The only reason why it's scary is because of things that actually took place, right? There was a project that the CIA came to John F. Kennedy about because they wanted to start war with some foreign country.
Yeah.
They wanted to stage an actual attack on American citizens and blame it on that country just so we could start war with them.
Oh, it's
and
like
JFK,
American MO.
JFK was like, hell no, I'm shutting this down. The fuck are y'all niggas talking about right now? And now, that's before they actually assassinated him. We don't know who assassinated JFK. We know it was one guy, whatever, but the people behind it, there was a whole thing. we can't. I'm not gonna get into that, right? But that there was an actual government document. I think it might be released online. It might be that basically said, yeah, these were the plans. We were gonna stage a fake attack on American soil just so we could start war over here. Now, speculations can be taken, but shit like that, when I do research and dig deep into that rabbit hole, that's what scares me about Project Bluebeam, because it becomes more realistic.
Yeah.
Because once you have the technology to do whatever you want to do, and you choose to do the most nefarious shit possible.
That's the bad part about it, yo.
It don't make no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's why it goes into that bubble of fear for me. I'm like, I don't know, man. That's some bullshit right there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man, what's your final thoughts on this, man? Let me know what you think about this.
2025.
With everything.
With everything that's going, like, that we reviewed today, right, Bluntiers? I would say 2025 is going to be one hell of a year.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know, you know, like, everything is, like, we ended the year off, like, crazy.
You're right.
Trump is gonna become president. We've got drones flying like, we got drones everywhere. We got, you know, UFOs everywhere. New York's a madhouse as usual. You know what I'm saying? CEOs are getting, you know, gunned down in front of people's faces. I don't know. It's going to be a very interesting 2025 year, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. And I'm looking forward for it. Like, I'm
Yeah.
all for it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What about you? What are your final thoughts about this?
My final thoughts is the same thing, man. It's everything's been crazy. You said with the UAPs, everything.
I keep forgetting to UAP. I'm so used to saying UFO, not to cut you off.
Yeah, it's the same
it's
shit.
It's easier for me. I'm used to UFO, man. UAP.
It's the same. It's the same shit, man. UAPs, UFOs. It's all the same shit. That's the thing I'm most interested in, to be honest. Yeah, I don't like
insurance.
Yeah.
Fuck everything else.
Fuck all that shit. UFOs, nigga. Nah, so the whole thing about it is I want it to be a peaceful 2025.
Okay.
I want these wars to stop. I want the terrorism to stop, and I want us to raise our consciousness as a collective human race in 2025. I have hope for that too. I mean, there's more research being done online. I'm wishing everybody a happy new year, but I'm also wishing everybody a peaceful new year.
Man, prosperity.
Prosperity,
man.
Peace, love.
Because this technically is the last video of the year. Word.
Yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm happy to be here. We happy to be alive. You feel me? What I'm saying?
Yo, we're not even in like no New Year's outfits or
Nah,
nothing.
you feel me? Yeah. I gotta go shopping. Shit. Get my little shape up and all that. But yeah, man, I feel like it's gonna be a good new year. I think they're gonna let us know this year, man.
You think so? This is the year?
I think this is the year they're gonna let us know about what's going on up there. What's going on.
Or down there.
Or down there in the sea.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see, Bluntiers, but stay informed. Be merry, be happy holidays.
Yes.
We're gonna catch you next time. It's the Blunt of Reality.
And we out, baby.
And we out.
Gotta stay 100, they ain't scaring me. You want a censor a boss, you want a censor a king. I'm not taking a loss, facts is all I bring. I'm speaking candidly, ancestors they stand with me. It's Pharaoh and Dessalines, the Blunt of Reality.